Morning, guys. Heading up to the grain bins. They're pouring concrete this morning. They're probably already done. I was really hoping to get up here, make a nice time lapse of all that and whatnot, but got home from the John Deere demo day, or whatever you want to call it, and I didn't feel worth a crap. And then I had what I call the Hershey squirts. So I'm just getting over that, heading up to the bins now, and see if the guys are done or still working, or if we can help any, or what's going on. So if I seen you yesterday and you're sick today, I'm sorry.
So
Dad and I came over here to the other farm. Guy from, I think they say Caning Equipment, John Deere dealer, another John Deere dealer. They've got a Hagie right down the street I was telling you about yesterday, and I think we're going to demo it because it's literally like a mile down the road. So let's see.
oh, you got a laptop right there.
Now, like I said, we're at a neighbor's farm, just a mile down the road or so. Dad's just getting a quick lesson on how to drive this thing, and we'll take it down to our place. I don't know if he's going to spray with it today or not, but I think the way their demos work is we basically signed a paper saying that we could use it for a certain amount of hours. Probably be able to use it for about 1 day. Yeah, hopefully we can try this thing out here the next day or so and cover some acres with it. Well, you got this thing figured out?
Yep.
Clear as mud?
Yep.
You know, I figured out why I was sick last night. I drank too much of that John Deere Kool-Aid.
Oh, that does.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get sick from being in this thing. I know one thing you can already feel. This is an air suspension versus our Miller's a little different, and the Oxbow's even a lot different. It feels like it's kind of mushy. How would you describe it? I mean, just driving through this driveway,
Yeah, it's
you
soft.
kind of feel it sway a little bit. Should mean it for a good ride in the field, but I'd say on the road it's going to be a little sketchy. We're stuck in here. We can't find the door handle. There it is. Blend right in. Alright guys, I guess we're going to go ahead and fill this thing up. Put on a couple tanks with it.
Now I've had guys pull you'll see a lot of guys eating big corn, they'll leave these on, and they'll take everything but this off for belly picking.
Plane right there. I don't know if you guys can see the plane. He's spraying this field right here. We didn't know he was here. We're all standing there under that sprayer talking. There he goes. Talk about scaring the crap out of you. When he buzzed over us, man, we all thought something was wrong with that sprayer. A pump was running dry somewhere or something. I don't know how them guys' balls fit in that airplane. I don't know how they don't wreck more often. Well, I said yesterday when I was looking at that other Hagie that they weren't as tall. I don't know if this one's just on taller rubber or what, but I'm standing straight up under it. So I guess it's got more ground clearance than the other one. Now before we spray this thing, we're going to unfold it, change our nozzles. So just like the other sprays, they just turn. And after we change these nozzles, we are going to do a quick little highlight clip talking about what's going on, or what sets this sprayer apart from the others, just like we have with the other sprayer demos. The reason I do that, if someone brings me a piece of equipment to demo, I kind of want to give them a chance to highlight their product, but also as a potential customer, this just makes it easier for me when we go to purchase something to, oh, this is what this sprayer had, because I mean, you look at all this stuff, they tell you why they're here, and then you forget it. So kind of helps us out too. All right, guys. I mean, as you've seen earlier in the video, this is Blake Singer. He brought us down this Hagie sprayer. It was in the neighborhood, and he found out we were looking at front mount booms. Blake's with Caning Equipment. They were a John Deere dealer in Western Ohio, and pretty big in Indiana, aren't you?
Yes. Yep.
So
Indiana and Ohio.
Yep. So Yeah, we figured we'd check out this Hagie, see what they had to offer. It's maybe a little bit different than the Miller and the Oxbow and also the Rogators. So what's some of the high points of this compared to?
On the Hagie STS-12, 1,200 gallon tank, 300 horsepower, 6.8 liter John Deere PowerTech PSS Vital Tier 4 engine. With the STS-12, we have the independent suspension on all four corners, which give it a superior ride for application and going down the road. With transport, it's up to 35 mile an hour, and field application speeds to 20 mile an hour.
Okay, with that suspension, is that an air ride or hydraulic, or how is
that is an air ride suspension.
Okay, all right. What about the boom options that do we have here? This is a 120. Is this steel, aluminum, or a combination of both? Or
new to 2018 on Hagie application equipment, they have the hybrid boom, which is a combination of steel and aluminum.
Okay. All right, so we got this hybrid boom of steel and aluminum. Now, this boom comes off pretty easy, doesn't it, to put on the different attachments as far as like a nitrogen bar or something like that?
Yeah, with unfolding and dropping the jack stands, a guy can, in a matter of minutes, hook up to the NTB or nitrogen toolbar that's capable or comes from Hagie manufacturing also.
Okay. One other unique kind of thing about this, I know with our Miller, like to run like wide drops or something like that, you really need to run it on your planter width. Like for us to be 60 foot. Now this boom, it folds up to 60 feet, doesn't it?
Yeah. What the boom does is it's 60-120. The outer tips will fold in for that 60 foot width, accessible to wide drops and any of their attachments for 60 foot application.
Yeah, I know with our Miller, I think we fold up to not quite 60 feet, or maybe it's a little bit over. It's not perfectly 60 feet, and like I say, for wide drops, I think. Don't have any experience with those, but I think you would want to run those on your planter width. So.
Currently, your Miller is going to fold to 70,
yeah.
And then, like I say, this will be a true 60.
Okay, all right. And what kind of other options do we have here? I see this one has a inductor right here on the side, and and you can also load the sprayer from the front too. Is that an option, or is that standard equipment?
With this STS-12, you can get two fill options. You can get a front fill, side fill, or opt out of the side fill and get a rear fill.
Okay.
This machine has a front fill option plus a side fill option. Side fill option has a 3-inch pull-on pump and the poly eductor.
Okay, so with this you would eliminate the need for a nurse tank as long as you had a well or something like that to pull from.
Correct. Yeah, you can pull it out of a storage tank.
Okay. All right. Well, you want to hop up in the cab? That was one thing I was pretty impressed by.
Maybe,
just looking at.
Maybe one thing we can look at.
Oh yeah, the rear boom.
Possibly the rear boom attachment. Not standard material, but an option for the Hagie.
Now that's something where, like, for example, if we were putting on late season fungicide application, is that where you'd see that, or I mean?
Yes, you would turn the center section of the application boom off and turn your rear section on. That would keep any fertilizer or fungicides, foliars off the machine.
Okay. Okay, Blake, you were telling me one option this sprayer is equipped with is what you guys call it your tall crop package.
With the tall crop package, you're going to get the crop deflectors and the belly pans, with also the planetary or oil motor covers.
Okay, and that's just kind of like, this is just to kind of help bend that corn without snapping it off the cab and just breaking it over.
Yes, it has a gradually lays the material over as it goes under the unit and keeps that material from breaking off.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, so we're up in the cab of this thing. If you watched my video yesterday, you noticed that I was pretty impressed with how big this sprayer cab is. And I haven't drove it in the field yet, but it seems one of the more comfortable cabs I've been in. But as far as monitoring systems, what do we have in here? If you don't know, John Deere and Hagie are kind of, I guess, merged together. So this sprayer is available with John Deere guidance systems in it now.
Yeah. With the model year 2019 that this machine is, it has a 2630 John Deere display, also capable of having the Raven, Viper, or Ag Leader display capabilities.
Okay. All right. So moving forward, you probably see more John Deere integration then, as far as like 4600 or 4600s, 4640s, stuff like that.
With the integration in Hagie, with having the Deere motor, the Deere display and electronics for that technology.
Okay. All right, so what's the system we have over here in the window? There's a small monitor over there. Is that for the height control?
Over on the side, what comes on the Hagie application equipment is the NORAC boom
height. And this is your chassis controller, basically?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, man. Looking forward to getting out in the field, so I guess we're going to end this part of the video, then you guys will see the spraying here in a minute. Dad's running that sprayer. I'm going to head over there first. I wanted to run up here to the grain bins. I figured these guys would be going. I was really hoping to show you the concrete pouring and let you see the rebar that's in this and all this cool stuff, because it's kind of neat. And if you've never been around a grain bin being built, I mean, you just don't know what goes into it. But like I said, I was sick this morning. I didn't make it. And this crew is extremely quick and efficient. They actually poured the pads for those bins. They poured all 3 of those bins and that dryer pad in one day. So, and they were done and out of here by 10. So, but right now we just got a big concrete rollerblade ring, or whatever you want to call it. It's hard to tell when they'll be back to build the bin. This has to cure for a little bit, but like I said, they're extremely busy right now. So hopefully they'll get started on this fairly soon. And the concrete guys, they are coming back to do the leg and the concrete for the leg, but so they had a couple other jobs. They wanted to get that bin pad done first, so maybe they could get started on the bin before they did the leg pad. So.
No, I think that was just what do you think about that, Dax?
For whatever reason, Dax really likes sprayers, so anytime we try out a new sprayer, he always wants to come ride in it. So here he is.
Something happened to one of those. I'd say both ones.
We're not very used to a 2630 motor. First experience with one, so we don't really know how to put a field in it or anything like that.
But it doesn't light up documentation.
On the left-hand side of that red dot, hit stop.
Oh, okay, that stops the auto track.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now I can put a field.
Now you can go there and change your field.
I got.
It's good to know that this John Deere stuff isn't as simple as everyone makes it out. It's just what you're used to. We couldn't figure out how to put a field in there.
Okay, so we should be very good.
What?
No, it was like Don Deal.
That's because it's yellow. Doesn't look like John Deere, he says. Now we can't get this 2630 to record our lines, which will prevent the auto shutoffs from working. So I'm blaming it on this French monitor, and I say that because this 2630 might as well be in French because we don't know what we're doing. Well, after about 30 minutes, we're spraying.
Well, we're going now, even Dax.
I think the beans died right here.
River.
This farm that we're spraying right now, this had a lot of river water in it, and first time I've been out in the middle of this field since the river was in it. Didn't look like we lost much, just maybe a half-acre patch. Still getting the hang of this whole Hagie thing.
See, it's the suspension. See, the boom's getting in the crop because the suspension's up
You
there.
think that where the suspension's trying to self-level all the
yeah,
time?
it's leveling all the time. It ain't riding good, but see where the other one was solid, it didn't.
See right there.
It didn't rock so much because see, it's rocking. The suspension was rough.
Yeah, that's one thing. It seems like the boom will dip down into the beans whenever the suspension travels a lot.
We used to go across this field the other way, so that's why. Rough.
Yeah, this is a pretty rough spot of this field from where we changed the way we farm this field. So the sprayer does ride real good, but the boom is moving a lot.
Why you're not doing that? What's happening?
One thing that's really taken a little while to get used to is the four-wheel steer. Everyone that's ran it, one of the neighbors came and ran it. The neighbor that was demoing it ran it, and Dad too. The first time they ever ran the four-wheel steer, it takes
Oversteered.
yeah, oversteered a lot.
Trust it. See how it turns right around and then tracks?
Yeah, you gotta watch what you're doing. You'll run right over booms.
Yeah. Oh, see what happens if it turns too far?
Yeah.
Hang on, Dax.
Daxie, what'd you think of the sprayer?
Good.
You like it?
You gonna buy it for that pipe?
You gonna get it for Pappy for Christmas? Eh? No.
Huh?
like you're out of luck, Dad.
So
Guys, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to cut out here just a little bit earlier. We both got some stuff going on tonight. We'll be spraying at least one more tank with that tomorrow, so there will be a little bit more footage of it in the field. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Brian's Farming Videos and Facebook at Brown Farms. We'll see you in the next video. One quick announcement. I did go ahead and start another YouTube channel called After Hours. So if you're interested in any non-farming content, like me working on the Camaro, going hunting and stuff like that, check that out. It's going to be kind of a real laid-back hobby type channel. So go ahead and check that out. I'll put a card to it right now. Thanks.